My name's Tessa Harris and I'm passionate about history and historical fiction. And that's something I'd really love to share with you on my course at Hawkwood College next month. In the meantime, just to whet your appetite, I'd like to read you an excerpt from my debut novel, which came out almost 10 years ago, called The Anatomist's Apprentice. This is the American cover. So without further ado, I shall just read you a short excerpt. Chapter 1, the County of Oxfordshire, England, in the year of our Lord, 1780. A stifled scream came first, shattering the oppressive silence. It was followed by the sound of heavy footfall. Lady Lydia Farrell rushed out into the corridor. A trail of muddy footprints led to her brother's bedchamber. "Edward," she called. A heartbeat later, she was knocking at his door, a rising sense of panic taking hold. No reply. Without waiting, she rushed in to find Hannah Lovelock, a maidservant, paralysed by terror. Over in the corner of the large room, darkened by shadows, the young master was shaking violently, his head tossing from side to side. Moving closer, Lydia could see her brother's hair was dishevelled and his shirt half open. But it was the colour of his skin as his face turned toward the light from the window that shocked her most. Creamy yellow, like onyx. It was as if he wore a mask. She gasped at the sight. "What is it, Edward? Are you unwell?" she cried, hurrying toward him. He did not answer, but fixed her with a stare, as if she were a stranger. Then he began to retch, his shoulders heaving with violent convulsions. In a panic, she ran over to the jug on his table and poured him water, but his hand flew out at her, knocking the glass away, and it smashed into pieces on the floor. It was then that she noticed his eyes. They were straining from their sockets, bulging wildly as if trying to escape, while the skin around his mouth was turning blue as he clutched his throat and clenched his teeth like some rabid dog. Suddenly, and most terrifying of all, blood started to spew from his mouth and flecked his lips. So that's a taste of my writing. What you'll hopefully learn from my course is how to do research and lots of practical tips and hints about how to write in a style appropriate to your story. But above all, I press home that you've got to remember that the story is key. So it's how to incorporate all that research that you've done into a really cohesive story that flows and makes the reader really, really want to know more. So I hope you'll join me next month for my course. I look forward to it. Thank you. Bye.